So you mentioned another one, open source. So some people may not be familiar with it, especially if they're not like a dev shop. What does that mean to, so they're not a dev shop. What does open source mean to all these other companies out
Yeah, so there's a difference between free and open source, right? So open source is free and you can see the code. Freeware is just, it's free, you don't have to pay for it. It's under a license, like an MIT license or whatever it might be, but you can actually see the code that is contained in there. So that's probably the biggest difference. And then along with that, you have benefits and you have some cons, right? I would say one of the benefits is kind of what happened here, where the industry detected this attack. So people had, they pull updates and whatever it might be for their packages and they review those, and someone found that they had been backdoored. And so this kind of unraveled through that mechanism. Opposed to like a commercial off the shelf, I think that's a military term, COTS. So that's like you're going to go and you're going to buy a product from a vendor and enter into a contract with them. That's kind of the differences there. Is there anything that I missed?
Yeah, I think one of the key differences that I consider, especially in the security world, is that with this open source, you don't know necessarily who's adding code. Yes, there's some sort of review to it, but it's not going to be as established or as formal as a company whose business it is to develop the software. So the COT stuff you're talking about. So you don't really know who. And so what I've seen historically, and you've probably read about this as well, AJ, is that you'll have people that are committing code. So this is people whose day job is not this. Working somewhere else, Fortune 500 company, or maybe just fresh out of school, but they're volunteering their time. So it's volunteers, and they're helping fix and maintain the code, right? No one's getting paid for this work. And they'll take years of committing to it to build up a reputation, and then they slide in something malicious over time. And that's what we were seeing. I think it was earlier this year, we had some NPM style attacks that were from that, where they built up a reputation over a long period of time and then slipped in bad code. And then all these other packages, all these tools that utilize this code in NPM are now backdoored. And so I guess we should talk about how that ecosystem works. So do you want to do it, or you want me to do it? Or yeah, that.
Go for it.
That's a good time today on C-Suite Cyber.